La di da di da di da. Yay, an achievement. Hmm. Yo, what up? Welcome in. My friend told me that for these, like when you have to blow up a wall to get here, it's usually like only by somewhere that has two walls. I'm trying to find an example of that. It's kind of difficult. I don't know. He said something about like how this has one wall here, one wall here, one wall on this side, so it's three walls, so it's probably not gonna have like a connection here. Same with this thing. Then same with this one. But then I'm like, this one's also got three. It's one, two, three. Then this one's also three. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it is this one. So I'm just gonna check. Why am I lagging, bro? What's up? Oh, I know why I'm lagging. I don't think I'm gonna like the game, so I'm just installing, or I just got it on Game Pass. Um, but I'm gonna try out the zombies, cause I be running zombies some. Fair. I'm like, I'm not starting to get bored of Path of Exile, but I'm like very slightly starting to feel that like burnout, and like maybe I should slow down. But it's also like I'm having a lot of fun at the same time, so I'm not sure. It's a weird feeling. And that's why I'm kind of like venturing out to other games. I feel like we've never played anything. You should look into Risk of Rain 2. It's crossplay, I'm 99% sure, because I can enable crossplay on it. But it's... I don't want to say it's like Path of Exile, because it's not anything like it, but it's... Path of Exile is similar to Borderlands because of the loot thing. Risk of Rain is similar to Borderlands because of, like, gameplay feeling, I guess? I don't know. I don't even know where I'm tracking with that, but, like, Risk of Rain... People that play Borderlands often play Risk of Rain, and then... I know a lot of people that play Risk of Rain and Path of Exile. But it's... It's hard to describe. It's kind of like those Survivor IO type games that are, like, on the mobile, like... But only, like, a shooter game. It's really fun. And yeah, I've not been wanting to play too much WoW right now. I kind of burnt myself out on it. It's not like an online shooter. It's against bots. Not like robots, but AI. I've shown you the music before. It's really good. That's fair. I feel like Risk of Rain helps, like, it's not super overwhelming at first. It slows it down, and then as you build up, like, you'll probably be kind of bad. Maybe get through one or two maps at first, and then as you learn the mechanics and learn enemies and just what things are good for you and your build, it becomes pretty fun. But it's also like an RNG type game. I I enjoy those RNG games where it's like you're not guaranteed a specific power up or a specific build or whatever like that. You're gonna see how good I am at shooters, bro. I'm booty cheeks. I'll probably run a multiplayer map just to show you that I'm booty cheeks, but the Black Ops 7 like campaign looks sad. I'm not sure I'm gonna like the game overall, like zombies and whatnot. Because 6 just started to get like, whoa, what's happening? So I have a feeling that that's how this one's gonna be, but I feel like $15 to try the game isn't horrible, especially because there's like 2 other games that I'll probably try on Xbox Game Pass. Plus, I think one of my WoW guildies is playing Call of Duty, so if I can, I might try to play it with him. The stuff that I'm doing right now, that I'm on like depth 200 of, there's somebody that's like, this is all he does. This is like his favorite thing in the game. And he's at like depth 9,000 something, dude. It's like, what? Like, that's just impressive, honestly. Yeah. Like, he'd probably be scrolling for eons to get back up. I've heard that around 300 to 500 is the golden sweet spot, and after, like, higher than that, it doesn't get any better realistically. It just gets harder for no real gain or profit. So I'm at 180, trying to push to like 200 plus, but we'll see how long that'll take if I even can get there. And I like, it's pretty fun, but I couldn't get to, he got to 9,000 yesterday, and I saw him at 920 or 9,200 something today. So I'm just like, God damn, bro. I was like, he's over 9,000. But essentially his build, he's stacked up so much regeneration on his character that he's just running through this black mist, because the black does a percentage of your damage over time, and so he's just essentially got his health so high that he can't get hurt to that. Okay, now I've got to get back. I found it. Maybe? Never mind? Yeah, I don't know. This stuff still confuses me. I'm supposed to apparently be able to find something in around one of these, but I'm not finding anything. Because that could be that or that. That's fair. I've seen people play it, but I've not like actually seen any footage or anything of the game, and I don't know. I don't think at this point I probably wouldn't get into it. I've not heard enough about the game ever been I never put the time or invested anything to be interested in it, so it's not to say I wouldn't like it if I didn't try it, but oh, of course, bro. There's something here, but I don't have fucking I've heard. But I've known people that played it in the past, but just never got into it myself. I had an old WoW guild that a lot of them played it. I sometimes miss that old WoW guild. It was a YouTuber that I used to watch when I was a middle schooler, honestly. Um, but just randomly one day so basically what happened, um, I was very prominent in the guild, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They knew I was younger. I think I was like 13 at the time. Like, I was really young. But they knew I was younger. I don't think they knew I was like that young, but it's like, whatever. And I would always just be trying to be a part of the guild when I could, just having fun with them, because I was like, man, I really like this YouTuber, and he had like 30,000 subscribers, but he really wasn't popular. He just like, he would have an MMO video that would blow up about the game, but no one would ever like keep watching him. It would be like 30,000 views on the first, or upwards of like 200,000 views on the first few episodes, and then they just taper off slowly up until like episode 10, where he's barely cracking like 1,000 views on most of them, and it's really sad to see. Um, but I don't know what happened. I think like, cause my Discord account got hacked basically, and I don't know if when it got hacked, like I sent something into the Discord chat or something like that. But then once I finally got my account back and recovered, I was kicked out of the Discord. I tried to contact someone that was a part of it, and they were like, let me ask the leader, the YouTuber, and the YouTuber whispered me and was like, hey, I know you're a big part of our community, but would you please mind not posting and doing self-promoting stuff, blah blah blah. We don't appreciate that in our channel. That's why I had to kick you. And I'm like, hey, I'm really sorry about that. My account got hacked. I'm just now getting access back to it. And tried to explain the situation to him, and he's like, oh, well, unfortunately, and he like just didn't care and still kept me kicked out. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so I don't really like him anymore. Yeah, it felt really crappy because I put gold towards them. I would grind for them. I helped create the guild. Um, I helped with a bunch of leveling achievements for them. And then they just It just like the community, they were like, oh yeah, let me try to see if I can talk to him because I'm really sorry that happened. That sounds really unfortunate. I'm glad you got your account back. But he was just like, unfortunately, you were self-promoting. I can't invite you back. And I'm like, what? But I hope he's doing well. Honestly, like best, huh? I wish the best for everyone. It's just an unfortunate case of how I got treated when I was younger. I've never played Rust, bro. That shit, I mean, that game looks so toxic. Damn. He just said, nah, screw this, screw everybody. The game just looks so toxic, dude. I can't. The only videos I've seen of it, though, which is funny, are, it's this dude that starts singing while shooting at, like, he starts singing a song to someone while they're fighting over the voice comm, and then he'll revive them after he downs them, or just gets killed while he's singing. He still posts it, but it's so funny to me. Like one of them he's singing, um, Unwritten, that one song. I hate that song, but it's got a good message to the song. Um, and then he pauses the music and he's like, "You feel me, brother?" And I'm like, "Okay, this is so funny. I like this." Half of them are like, how to teammate in Rust. Yeah, I'm like, that's peak. That's peak. Oh yeah, Will said that Abbott and Costello, who's on first thing, was peak comedy. He's like, that's hilarious. That's peak comedy. He watched like the whole 5 minutes, bro. He liked it a lot, apparently. Yeah, they really were like the very beginning bare bone and backbones of comedy. And yeah, it was like still a little bit more slapstick, whatever, but it was still comedy for the time. And for the time, it had such influential, or was so influential, that it's like they have basically countless of skits that are considered classics and hilarious, and people have like worked on now. I never understood Ark, bro. Like that game was fun, kind of, because I never understood it. Excuse me. Staring. I think COD's probably done, but yeah, pretty much. I just never liked the whole like fact someone could come and kill you if they wanted to, and it's like, damn, bro. Like I'm not a PvPer, so the fact that world PvP is enabled and you can just get killed is something that turns me off. It's the same way with like EVE Online. Like I'd probably love the space mining and exploration type game with like a real world active market, but like my dad plays that game like crazy too. But then you go somewhere in the public world and you just get killed. And see, that's insane to me too. Is that like if you're AFK, your stuff's still there, and then therefore if you're gone for like over a certain amount of time, your stuff can just get destroyed. I'm like, what the heck? Because at least in Eve, you dock it at a safe or at a you dock your ships. You're safe, even if you're in the game, if you're out of the game, whatever. So most of the time your ships are there. It's just when you're outside doing like missions. But it's like you can be flipping mining something in a miner vessel that doesn't have any weapons on it, and somebody can just kill you while you have millions of in-game currency worth. And not only is that ship, which is probably worth millions of in-game currency, but then everything that you had as well is now gone. And it's just like, that's what I hate. Yeah, I played with my brother when we were really young. We just played private custom maps, but like we never ever did any actual like real maps, not real maps, but like online play because we were in like 4th and 5th grade at the time, and it was like the game made no sense to us. We saw YouTubers playing it, so we wanted to play it, that type of thing. Because we always use Steam, and Steam had free private servers, so. PC Master Race always have like free online. It's like I always see Instagram posts and whatnot of like online prices going up and whatever, and I'm like, as a PC gamer, I am glad to say I've never paid for online. Like, never once in my life have I paid for an online like not for an online service, but like to play a multiplayer game online. Like, oh, ho, 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 ho. Are they? Okay. So like, can you play Final Fantasy just for free completely if you pay for online services? What the hell? Let me through. That's really cool. See, I respect that. Because then it's just like one price. Oh, I'm so dying here, bro. Fair. I just never realized it was just free to play on whatever. What was I looking for? What? Now I'm gonna feel stupid. Oh, I must have blown through it. I want to get back into Final Fantasy 14 more because it was really fun when I was playing it. I just got back into WoW. I think I don't remember. And then last time I was trying to get into it, I remember the security question this time now, but I was giving the wrong security question, and even though I was giving like my phone number, my email, my password, every single thing, they were like, you're giving the wrong security code and security question. Um, it's not you. And I'm like, bro, please. I swear it's me. But I did get, I don't remember which email it's to, but I remember the security code and whatnot. So it's like, or security question and what the answer I chose to it now. So I'm like, I don't have to worry about it anymore. I do want to experience the story too. I've heard it's pretty good. I really want to get into Final Fantasy more, especially now that I like Persona. It was so annoying, bro. I was like, I swear it's me. Just believe me. It genuinely took about a week of me going back and forth with different people on their team before I finally got someone who like hadn't had their soul sucked away or something. Cause like in a couple of them I was like, they just told me that like one more question and they'll be able to get my account back, and it's like I'm really tired. I really want to be able to play this game, but it's like I'm so frustrated. It feels like nobody cares and nobody wants to help me get this account back. I've been trying for like a week, and somebody was like, "I'm really sorry to hear that our other people have not lived up to your expectation." Looking through all the emails and other like requests with your name, because I'd submitted a second request as well. They're like, I'm happy to help you, blah blah blah. Seems like I've gotten all the information that you need. It just seems like you've been using the wrong security code. Right now we've got it listed as this security code being used. Do you know if you would have the answer for that? Because if you can provide us with the correct answer, they basically said if I can provide the correct answer to the question, that they'll unlock my account. Because I was like, I just don't remember what question I used, and they told me the question it was, and I was like, yes, finally, my account is unlocked. And I even replied to him after, the person, I won't say him, after it was all said and done. I was like, thank you so much. I apologize to your entire team if I seemed, or if I was being a rude customer at any point. It's just frustrating, but that doesn't excuse anything. And I was just like, I hope all of you guys have a great rest of your day, and thank you for your time. And I got a reply back saying like, thank you for your input, blah blah blah. I don't know if that was just an automated reply, but I was like, it feels good to be a human sometimes. Oh, also, I have a really funny story about the other day. I was driving home. Oh, but I have also heard of when I was dealing without all of that, I was searching up, I'm like, is Square Enix customer support bad? And everything was just saying Square Enix customer support is really kind of crappy. And I'm like, cool. But the other day on my way home, someone on the highway blew past me going like 100 or over 100 on the highway. And I was just minding my own business. I was probably like, in honesty, probably going like 5 over, just because there was someone that was going like 5 under right in front of me, and I was trying to speed in front of them so I could get back into the right lane. And then this truck, out of nowhere, speeds speeds from the right lane into the left lane to get around the car that I was passing, to then cut me off and get back into the left lane. And then as we get up to a stop sign, because it was on Highway 24, right by those Walmarts, if you know where that's at. Right as we get up to those stoplights or traffic lights, I see him swerving around another car and cutting them off to just be at the front of the traffic lights. And I pull up next to him in the right lane and see that he's in a fucking a company vehicle, and he had just blown past me going 100. So the reasonable thing that I did, I called his company and told them that, hey, I don't know who it was, but I just got blown someone in one of your company cars just sped past me going 100 on the highway. I'm on Highway 24 right now. He just passed me. I'm taking the exit onto Topeka Boulevard. He's keeping on Highway 24. Just explain to them. Just wanted to let you know that someone is obviously abusing their right of power in your vehicle. And they were like, oh my lord, yeah, okay. And just confirm the situation. They're like, "Are you okay? No one's injured." I'm like, "Yeah, no one's injured, luckily, but definitely shouldn't be speeding like that, especially in a company vehicle." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll have to tell whoever that is to knock it off. That should not be happening." But I was like, that felt really good to just be petty and call their company and tell them that they were speeding over 100, like not over, but like damn near 100 in a company vehicle. I'm just like, how idiotic do you have to be to think that that's okay? Yeah. I just, like, don't get me wrong, I understand speeding, but like I've worked on it a lot because I used to speed like crazy. But I got pulled over one day being stupid. I didn't get a ticket, luckily, but he was honest to me and he was like, "That was really stupid of you." And I'm like, "Honestly, yeah, it was. I can't even deny it." And it was just a really good reality check. And ever since then, I've really worked on trying not to speed. Um, just because I don't know that, and the fact that it's like some people are terrified of driving. Some people see that happening, and that's like genuinely terrifying to them. Like seeing someone speed past them, even if it's like 5 or 10 miles faster than them. That's scary to some people. It's like I have to be aware of other people on the road, not just myself. Um, and going the speed limit is the best way to do that. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. Going like 100 or something like that, that's just excessive to me. And like Rowan and I raced a couple of times on the highway going home, but it's like we would do it when no one's around us, and we wouldn't like swerve around people going 100 miles an hour. Essentially, we would like on an empty road try to get in front of each other basically, and then follow each other. Um, but it was idiotic teen stuff, not something that people should be doing in company cars too. That's my biggest thing about it, was that like they're completely abusing power. Like a lot of company vehicles require mileage, um, and it's becoming more popular too for like body, not body, but like dash cams and whatnot. So it's like it's insane to me that he is able to, or was able to go 100 miles an hour, because he's probably just gotten comfortable being able to speed in his car. So I'm like, I'm hoping that he got like talked to, a write up, reprimanded or something, because like that's just ridiculous going that fast in a company vehicle. Because it's, and not only that, but it's like I can easily spread online. I'm not going to, but I can easily spread online that like Scott's Flooring and More in Topeka, Kansas is a has people that speed and are reckless drivers, but that's one person. I'm not gonna let that affect and like whatever, but it's like I could easily let that go crazy, and it's like people don't recognize that when they're just being dumb on the road. Sorry, I'm yapping a lot. I've had to really work on it. My brother has a lot of anxiety on the road, and I used to be really bad, and now it's just like, why would I speed so much with them in the car? And so I like feel bad. I beat myself over it. It really is a bad look. I hope so, bro. I mean, like, I don't hope so, realistically, because today's job market, if he got fired from a job for, like, doing something reckless like that, that's gonna impact him in finding another job. I hope he didn't get fired, but I hope they seriously had to talk to him and, like, remove or revoke his privileges for driving and figure something out, because that is not just putting him at risk, putting others at risk, and then putting the jeopardy of his company or the company that he works for and their popularity at risk, because if someone had recorded that, it's like that could blow up on, not that it would, but that could blow up online, especially with today's social media. And it's like people don't recognize how small of an action, like, they like, especially when they're a part of something big, they don't realize how small, like, just because you're part of it, what you think is small can make a massive outlook and make the company or the group that you're with look horrible. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like there's a cop around when I've had my blinker on for like 5 minutes trying to turn in, and so I finally speed up because I see a gap ahead of me, and they've been like really slow so I can't get in, and then the cop pulls me over. But there's not a cop around when someone just blows past me going 100. Like, what? Yeah, I'm glad that they didn't cause a wreck for sure. Cause it's like I'm with like I said, with like I hope he didn't lose his job. Like I'm trying to keep that mentality of just positivity. Um, but it's like I hope the best for everyone, even if they are doing stupid things and being stupid. And what I mean for that is, and like hope the best isn't that they're getting what they want, but it's like I hope that they're improving, able to recognize, oh shit, I'm being stupid, and improve on themselves. Like that's what I feel a lot of people need nowadays. But it's like it's so easy for people to get in their heads that something is okay because that's how they grew up and their parents never corrected them, or that's how people in their town or whatever just let them be. Or even with TikTok and whatnot, it's so easy for people to just see what they want to see because that's what their algorithm caters towards, is what they like and what they enjoy. So they're gonna see like, oh, it's okay to act a certain way, and it's like this generation is genuinely cooked when it comes to those kinds of things because there's so many people that are just so entitled and think that it's fine to get away with things that, quite frankly, in the real world will get them fired. Like I've seen so many people of my generation that are like my job doesn't cater towards time blindness. They don't see it as a real illness that I'm mental illness that I'm dealing with. Like it's not my fault I get blinded by the time and I get wrapped up and I can't keep intact what time it is and then I'm late. They they need to allow me to be 15 minutes late to my shift. Like etc stuff like that. And those are like real adults, not like teenagers that are still in school. It's like genuine adults saying that stuff. And I'm just like, what? Like, I completely agree that high schoolers will be 15, 20 minutes late to work and don't think that should be marketed on. That shouldn't be like a write-up. That shouldn't be anything like that. You should be understanding because it's like you guys need them to get things done. 15 minutes isn't really a big deal. If you let them know, like, hey, just call beforehand. If you think you're going to be, or know you're going to be late, just let us know. They'll be like, oh my goodness, thank you guys. Not only that, but it's like, you're not going to get people on your bad side and all, I don't know. People just get so tripped up over that on high schoolers. But then I feel like the people that have had that leniency get so used to it in the real, like, that they then expect it in the real world, if that makes sense. Because it's like, this girl was literally crying that her job wrote her up because she was consistently 15 minutes late to, like, the past few shifts. And she's like, I have time blindness. I can't, whatever. And I'm like, what? But it's like, our generation, not our generation, but like there's also a girl, or I don't want to say girl, there was a person on Instagram or TikTok, something like that, that they were crying because they just bought a car and found out that it didn't have cruise control on it. And they, quote unquote, do not know how to drive without cruise control. And there were other videos of them saying, I use cruise control whether I'm driving to the gas station across the street from me or if I'm going on a 3-hour highway trip. And I'm like, you're gonna kill somebody. Someone's gonna run out in front of you and you're going to kill them because you're not gonna have enough reaction time. And the reason she's defending it is because I'm a short person, you see, and my feet don't reach the pedals. So I put the cruise control on so I'm not having to reach and whatever. And it's like, bro, that is going to kill someone. And yeah, I completely agree with, like, if you're going to be late, driving faster is not going to make you less late or whatever. It's like that I will never understand. It's like most places are acceptable. Like if you call and let them know you're going to be late, they are so much more appreciative of you showing up late and being like, whoa, what's happening? Like if you just let them know and work with them, they are happy to work with you 99% of the time. And that's like with today. I just called ahead, told Abby, and she was like, oh, you're all good. And then that let me, when I got there, I still took a few seconds in my car, and I was just like, holy crap. Finished my energy drink and all that. Finished my energy drink and my protein shake, and I was like, okay, I'm ready to go in. But it's like, it's one of those things that's like, if I'm late, I'm already going to be late. There's no point in, like, trying to be less late. Just accept it and be safe. And, you know, that's what I'm saying. How are you... I'm the opposite. I straight up do not know how to use cruise control. My parents have been like, do you want us to teach you? And I'm like, honestly, not really. I've known a couple of students at my school, like in high school, that back when I was in high school rather, that crashed because they used cruise control like during the rain or during the winter. And I'm just like, how stupid are you to do that? Not only one, but then it's also like, I feel like I wouldn't have enough control. And I just wouldn't trust myself using cruise control. That I straight up do not know how to use it in my vehicle. And I'm fine with that, bro. I don't need cruise control. If I ever drive to like Kansas City or further, I'll probably ask to learn it. But it's like right now, I don't care. Plus, on top of that, depends on the time of the day I'm driving. If it's crowded and there's people on the road, I'm not gonna use cruise control either because someone could brake in front of me, and I'm not trying to have to deal with that. Right. It definitely is mainly for longer trips. I just don't know how or if I will ever like it, to be honest. I've driven for God, 5 years now without cruise control. I feel like it'd just be weird. I know where the cruise control is at. I just have no idea how to use it or turn it on. Like I know I see the button that like allows me to adjust the speed for it. And I've messed around and I've pressed the buttons a few times, but I've never gotten it to like work, so I've just not tried anymore. I mean, I'm an idiot when it comes to cars though. Um I'm so used to like automatic lights that when I was driving my mom's car that doesn't have automatic lights, I drove home in complete dark because I didn't realize I didn't have the lights on. Like I felt so stupid when I got home. A cop even flashed his lights at me, and I was like, why do you flash his lights at me? And then I got home, and my mom was like, you didn't have your lights on. How did you get home? And I'm like, no wonder it seemed so dark. I just thought she had really dim dims, like really low dims. Not like flashes like wee-woos at me, but like flashes brights. But I'm like, okay, I need to remember that. I'd probably ruin a manual if I tried to drive it. But I'm aware. I'd love to learn. Um, I think it's an important skill that people learn to drive manuals rather, even though it's not common for manual, or it's just manuals aren't common anymore. But I think it's still important that people learn. Autos are just so nice because it's like once it starts getting dark, they just turn on automatically. I don't have to deal with anything, bro. But it's like I also get, because it's automatic, it's going to be more power hungry, take up more like energy in the vehicle or something like that. Or I assume, not know. Really interesting. I mean, I guess that it's a lot better gas mileage, and I feel like since UK is a lot more like economy friendly, it feels like, because America is one of the few countries that basically every household owns at least one car. Most most places, like, public transportation is very common, and it's like you'll have a household car, but you guys don't always use the car unless it's for like long family road trips. A lot of the time you guys will just bus or whatever. Um, but I don't know. Just America's standards of like living with parents is weird, and then so many cars, so much like carbon, whatever going into the air. I don't know the actual scientific terms, but you know what I'm talking about. Um, it's so bad because like, yes, we have bus systems, yes, we have public transportation, but a lot of it's not free. Whereas in Europe, most of that is just so freely accessible. Um, that it's just such a popular way of transportation that it's so much better for their environment too. Right? No, it's crazy to me that we're so behind in terms of public transportation. And it seems like the government doesn't really seem to care. They're just like, oh, put the money into our, what's it called? Put the money into our pew-pews. Our army, that's the word. It's like, okay, they've got enough at this point. Why don't we fix some of the issues that we have in America? If not, fix issues that we have in America. Do some quality of life changes, not stuff that we low-key don't need right now. Not that I can talk much. I don't know political stuff. I stay out of that a lot. I try to stay out of it a lot, in fact, so I'm not a person that should be talking. Now I can finally run the map I've been waiting for. I finished my kombucha, and I kind of want something sweet, and I'm tempted to try one of the ginger beer things, but I don't know if they're even sweet or not. Bold and spicy. I didn't even pay attention to that. That's a good point. I'll have to check him. He said congratulations, basically. He said he's dropping out of college after this year, though. I don't know. Seems like he's not really enjoying it. Seems like it's a lot of work for him. But I mean, honestly, I can't blame him. It's one of those things that it's like it's not really, it's not as needed and necessary anymore. Um, Especially because it's like you're gonna just be stuck with student debt for the rest of your life, or not the rest, but like half of your life. And if you can find a job making decent money, especially because today, like computers and whatnot, a lot of that is hard to teach because of how changing and how new that is. That it's just, you gotta learn. And if you can learn that, you're gonna have the best time. So it's like, he's a smart enough dude, and especially when it comes to computers, that I have no doubts he'll be able to get a job doing something, making good money. So it's just like, I think he needs to do what he needs to do. If it's too much work for an effort for him, especially what he's doing in college right now, and he thinks he needs to take that break, I'll support him for it. But that's just with anybody. I don't think anyone should be pushing themselves to do something that they don't want to do, or something that's like too much work for them. Because if it's gonna be a mental drain for you to get through something, I feel like at that point it's just easier to find something else that can be fulfilling to you. Like, life doesn't have to be exactly what you want and what you dreamed for. As long as you're happy and fulfilled within life, I feel like that's good enough. And yes, always chase your dreams, but it's like, realistically, have like obtainable happy goals that are like, what, I don't know. This is going crazy from where it started from. Right. It seems like Rowan just wanted to get out at the time, so it's like, I'm not surprised he's probably feeling like he's not sure what he really wants to do. But I haven't asked him in honesty how he feels. He said he's feeling like college a lot, and so I will give him space that he needs. I just hope that this space doesn't turn into us never talking. I mean, it's never too late.
Hello.
The issue is just that the later you wait, the longer you'll have to be working if you decide to go into something as like a quote unquote career, and like if you get into a um I don't know what to call it, but like one of those jobs where you have to wait to retire. But it's like with like filming and those kinds of things, it's also one of those things that you could make a lot of money off of, and you don't have to work for the rest of your life. So it's it's one of those things that it's like if you're passionate about it and you want to do it, definitely look into it. There's nothing stopping you from following your dreams. Because the only thing that stops your dreams from becoming a reality is yourself. However, you can't have, not you can't, but if your dreams are unrealistic, then you're always forced, or not forced, but it's that dream has a way less likelihood of becoming reality. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense, but it's hard. The ginger one has a decent amount of added sugar in it, so we'll see how it is. Not the ginger, the peach one. Right? Honestly, I've always wanted to, not wanted to, I've always thought that I could be a decent, like, actor or voice actor, so, like, let me know, bro. Interesting. It's got a weird taste, but it's really good. It's like almost spicy, but not like, oh my god, that's hot. Like a herbally spice to it because of the ginger. It's really good though. Now I'm trying to close a bag of chips, but I mean, I have a lot of voices that I can do, and just mess around with, so there's that. But it's like, I've always loved the performance arts, but I don't know how well I would be able to perform in it. Because it's like, I suck at watching movies, I suck at watching shows. I don't know how I would do with like that kind of commitment to being a part of it. Excuse me, I'm sorry, that was really loud. I'm very sorry. I always forget that I'm not like on call with my friends where they laugh about it or whatever. Mainly my brother that I burp around, but that was disgusting. I apologize. Right, and it's like living abroad wouldn't be horrible because it's like getting to explore and all that stuff, but it's also like I'd be leaving my PC behind most likely, dude, because this fish tank of a case, I'm not risking this going multiple places. I'd have to get like a portable PC. You know, it'd be really funny since my current whatever is Persona 3 Reload. If I made a portable PC that was Persona 3 portable. portable, Persona 3 portable. Alright, I'm gonna run this map and then I'll try the new Call of Duty for a minute. Dude, I love Persona, bro. It's like I play Path of Exile and World of Warcraft, so you would never guess it. But Persona just has such a good story that hit so much to my heart. I don't know, it was life-changing for me. And I left a comment on it, like I left a comment on a Persona video. Like it was the official Atlas Instagram account. I left a comment on like Persona 3 Portable coming to Switch, or 3 Reload coming to Switch, and I'm like, this game was life-changing for me. That like, it helped me appreciate my love for gaming again. Blah blah blah. Like I hit this, or this game came to me at the perfect time in life, and blah blah blah. I'm forever thankful for like Persona and the Persona series. Truly peak fiction and life-changing games. And someone was like, not really, but okay. And I was just like, bro, how are you gonna say not really to an opinion? I love the little sound that these enemies make when they explode. It's just like a little beep, beep. Almost like hitting something with a bat. No, that's what I'm saying. Haters just gonna hate. Like, not that I like Taylor Swift. Some of her songs are good. Like honestly, there's a few songs that are like okay, but most of her songs are just like, why do people listen to this anyways? Um, but she said it good. Haters gonna hate. I just gotta shake. Type. Shake it off. Yeah, no, that's fair. Um, there's people that, not people. There are data miners and like translators that say that originally one of the characters in 4 was gonna have a gay romance. But honestly 4 has some like borderline homophobic parts in it where like they think a character is gay and they're like running away from him. But no, I completely agree with that. Like I think I would love to have like a LGBTQ romance option in there. Especially because every single time I can, I make the gay jokes in the game because there are like gay jokes in the game. Because anytime in Persona 4 when you get asked which of the girls you want to see or which girl you're excited for, whatever, you have the option to say the guy that originally was made fun of for being thought to be gay. So it's like they have some jokes, but it was more of poking fun of it at the time because that's how things were in society at the time. And honestly, with it being Japan and just male on male romance being a lot less common there, I definitely hope that there will be one. But it's, yeah, I completely can see that gripe, since like the whole, honestly, the whole romance system is kind of weird since everyone is a minor, including the main character. Not everyone, because there's some teachers you can flirt with, not teachers, but like some adults. But it's weird. It's one of those things that it's like, I don't know how I feel about this. Especially too, Persona 3 Portable, the one that I just showed you on Steam, if you play as the female version, there's a 10-year-old that's romanceable as one of the male romances. No, maybe not 10, but it's like he's really young. He's like 14, something like that. Less than that. I'm just like, what the hell? And yeah, it is different in Japan, but like it's very popular to be like the joke of like male teachers are predators and all that, like whatnot. But it's like that still shouldn't be okay. Yeah, that's kind of fair. I'm kind of surprised they didn't either in senses, but it's like, I don't know. I don't really care. I also recognize it's just a game. It's fiction. Especially when I'm playing the game for the story, not the romance. But like, I've also seen clips of like grown-ass men, like 30, 40-year-olds saying that the only reason they can get into Persona compared to like Shin Megami Tensei, which is the other games that Atlas have released that are essentially the same, not concepts, but like Persona 1 and 2 were Shin Megami Tensei Persona. Persona 3 was originally Shin Megami Tensei Persona, but because it got so popular, they branched it out to be its own thing, but technically Persona is a subgenre or sub-franchise of the Shin Megami Tensei franchise, but it just became more popular than SMT, Shin Megami Tensei. But I've seen clips of people saying, yeah, I can't get into SMT. The only reason I can get into Persona is the romance, and I'm just like, while I get what you're trying to say, do you understand how weird that sounds? And it's like, whoa, buddy, what are you trying to say there? I've never played an SMT. I've wanted to play, or I have 5, I think. Yeah, I've got 5. Because I got it on sale. I just haven't touched it. And then I really want Metaphor as well. This one. Because this is made by the same people. It's essentially, fantasy Persona. Like, look at that. That looks so tough. What did I see about Alloyed Collective? Interesting. This is the game I was talking about, Risk of Rain. Seems like they just released a new DLC without telling anybody. Or not, maybe they did tell people. But I might have to cop that. Because I've got all the other stuff for it. I don't have the original Risk of Rain. Essentially, except I guess the better way of putting it is all they make is SMT games. Since Persona is SMT. But yeah, I don't know. They're basically, I mean, to be fair, it's Atlas, and there's way more to Atlas than just like Persona. But they're mainly known for, actually, there's probably not. They're really just Persona. Yeah, they're basically just JRPG games, bro. They only have one kind of game, it seems like. I want to run another map. I want to get rich. Get rich quick scheme. Jordan, can you give me a get rich quick scheme? Excuse me, by the way. I keep burping. But I said I was gonna play Black Ops.
Business. Hopefully there'll be interest.
We'll run my most juice map. This one's my most not this one. Sorry, hang on. This one's my most juiced map. Then maybe I'll try out the whatever. What is this? I'm like spec'd into and then using scarabs, which scarabs are things in this game that spawn more of like different modifiers and enhance your maps. So I'm just fully spec'd into these things called harbingers. And what the harbingers are, they're those big blue things that are floating around. And they're immune to damage. So they spawn enemies that, as they spawn enemies, that takes a portion of their health. And so I just keep fighting those enemies and they drop these shards. They can also drop something else that are more expensive, but I've not been getting super lucky. I'm debating on changing out of them because I think I'm getting powerful enough to not be speccing into them, and they're not super like profitable. I can spend 100 C and probably make a couple hundred C, but it's also like it's not the most. Yeah, it's just repetitive. I'm just doing the same thing over and over again, it feels like. Not that I'm not gonna do the same thing over and over again. A lot of people like doing this thing called blights, but in order to do it like the way people recommend, not recommend, but like in order to abuse it, you have to get a certain ring, and I'm not good enough at the game to like figure out my build with another legendary and unique, because uniques you can't like modify the uniques to have roles that you want on it. So I'm stuck with like what the unique has, and most of the times they don't have resistances on it, so I'd be like just screwed. A lot of yapping, I apologize. I was playing with my friends earlier before work, and I told them, I was like, yeah, I gotta go into work soon. They're like, really? You sound like you have a cold. You sure you don't have to call in? I'm like, man, I wish. Ow. And then he was like, no, that's good of you. Be responsible. I'm like, I don't want to be, trust me. I know, right? I'd be like, hey, I'm not feeling good. And they'd be like, that sucks. Like, I remember trying to call in one time when I was sick, and Will was like, well, a cold isn't really anything to call in about. And I'm like, bro, you trying to have me get other people sick? What? You know what's funny, too, is he's still... Never mind, I thought he was gonna die. That's wild, bro. I just got killed. I love these Harbinger things. They don't give me... Because like I was saying, like they're not the most profitable thing, but it's like they're fun. Like that's, I feel like that's what's important is it's like I'm making profit and I'm making in-game currency, just enjoying, like, I don't know, I like seeing the amount of enemies pop up and then me just blast through them instantly. Like that's just so fun to me. Right? Blasting through enemies is just so fun. Give me my crystallized life force, thank you. I like my crystallized life force. Game. I tried to get into RuneScape. Did I tell you about that, like, when I was getting into it? Like, I really tried. It was fun, but it was so slow. Like, I put, like, 2 months into the game, and I probably got, like, to, like, level 30 on half of the things, and I was just so confused. Yeah. This game feels, I was thinking about this earlier. This game feels very different from Diablo 3 because Diablo 3 it's like you, no matter what the build is, no matter what the character is, you just build the character to be able to kill and destroy everything and just nuke everything. Whereas Path of Exile is, no matter what the class is, no matter what the character is, you still build your character to be able to nuke and destroy everything. However, you have to be paying attention to all the modifiers and whatnot. So it's a little bit like got like basically you have to worry about your life more than you do in Diablo. Like Diablo, it's like whatever, but I don't know. And which game are you talking about? Not thinking you could get into? Oh yeah, RuneScape. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. It's 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 what a lot of people call their like autistic game, if that makes sense. Where it's just like number go up, make me happy, and that's just why they grind. Like I respect that, but it's also like it got to the point of where it's like it went from, oh, I can get like 5 levels in a session to, oh, I can get like a level in a session to, oh, I'm gonna have to grind all day to get 1 level. And I'm just like, that's not fun. To me, at least.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm lying. I'm doing another map at least because, dude, I'm just so addicted to mapping. And, like, I get it's the same way with WoW, but... Right. No, that's a fair point. I think WoW had a good mix of, like, that XP number go up type thing in it with, like, some of their leveling. But then just that mix of, like, getting to learn your character and just feel powerful. Um, but yeah, I don't know. RuneScape felt way too much of a number go up game to me rather than like actually playing it. And I think that's like I was explaining yesterday with like I need to be I feel like I need to be doing something with like my time, and I feel like that's how I felt with a RuneScape. It's like RuneScape is great for passing my time, but it didn't feel like I was doing anything. Like, not that this game is productive or anything by any means, but there's so much information in the game that it feels like there's no way I'm possibly getting dumber by playing this game because of how much math and just information there is going into this game. Like, sure, I may not be getting intelligent by playing this game, but I'm learning sets of skills that may come into hand later down the road, especially if I go into like computer and whatnot. Like, some of the things that I can learn in here might be very important. Or could, not might, I don't know. Yes. Okay, I'll have to try the Olipop cream soda then, because I love cream soda as well. And I thought with the Olipop root beer, it honestly tasted better than like Barks and A&W's canned root beer. I don't know if it's as good as like you go to an A&W shop and get root beer from there. I don't know if it's on par with that, but it's like you could taste like the vanilla in the root beer. You could taste the actual flavor of what it's supposed to taste like, and it's not just like a sugary concoction of flavors. I really enjoyed that. So that's good to know for that cream soda. I don't remember where, but there's a brewery somewhere in Kansas that does red cream soda. Oh my god, it's so good. So good. They use real cane sugar in it and they brew it in store or in-house. I mean, if you're not a fan of root beer, you might not like it because it's very heavy on the root beer flavor. I like that flavor, so think they do. I don't know, though. I feel like I've seen them in packs, but it'd be dumb not to, bro. Honestly. Because it's like, there's always going to be someone that wants to buy it in packs. And then it's just a hassle to not have them in packs and be easier and whatever. You know what I'm saying. No, when I was at Walmart, I swapped to drinking Ollipops instead of sodas because it's like, I'd be drinking water all throughout the day, and since I was constantly moving, I'm constantly drinking, and then on my 15-minute breaks, I'd be like, I want, like, something sweet to just, like, pick myself up, and so, like, I'd usually get, like, an energy drink a day, and then I'm like, I don't want to have a sugar if I'm having an energy drink as well, so I started getting the Ollipops. And there's like a lemon lime Olipop, I think, that in my opinion, unless it's a different brand, because there's also Poppy, which is like the same thing, um, and the either the Olipop or the Poppy lemon lime one, in my opinion, was better and sweeter than Starry, but more like less sugar, less calorie, all of that. It was better and better for you. I was like, that is insane to me that it's just tastes better than Sprite. Right? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, how are you better and better? They just know what they're. I mean, it helps because like they say on it, like putting love and like love into an item they love. Like basically they're putting love into their item, so that you can drink something without feeling bad about drinking it. And in fact, you can feel good about drinking it. And like I love that. That's an amazing an amazing thing to say for your company. Um, and you can tell that they care because like obviously they're putting effort into their company by making it good. It tastes good. It's healthy. But yeah, I don't know. This is crazy. I've always said it's like the care and effort that someone puts into something makes the difference. And that's like with teaching, gaming, no matter like whatever it is, if you don't care, it's gonna show. Right? I mean, I that's how I was. Like, I had to seriously stop. Not seriously stop. I mean, I'm young, so it's realistically, if I kept drinking soda for the next 5 to 10 years, it's not gonna be horrible for me. In the next after about 5 years or so, if I drank one daily, I should be like, okay, I should cut it down and like actually work on my health. But the fact I'm aware, I'm doing much better than most people at my age. But yeah, it's so easily accessible. There's so much sugar in it that it makes you more thirsty again. You want to keep drinking it. It's not gonna like quench your thirst. Um, yeah, I think it was my freshman year. My New Year's resolution was to not drink soda for a month, and I did. I didn't drink soda for all of January, And then when I had soda again for the first time, I was like, oh, it's not as good as I remember it being. And so ever since then, I haven't enjoyed it as much even. I don't drink it as much. I like tea. That's where I found out I like tea from, and so it's like I'm grateful for that too. Because now I love other drinks that are healthy for me. I've learned to enjoy water as well. Right. I mean, like, dude, I've seen that video of Asmongold drinking water, and a lot of the comments on it, dude, are like, I wonder if the reason he thought it was gross is because his teeth are so rotted. And yeah, I think it's one of those things that it's fine on occasion, but we've let it become so popular and so normal. So I don't know. There we go. I don't want corrupted. I'm searching from the online site. I mean, he definitely is. Asmon definitely is lazy and whatever, but I find him entertaining. This is their official trade site, which is what this thing back here is linked to. Oh, wait, can I do it like this? Mm-hmm. There's so much, dude. This is hard to look at. That's a bad price. Yeah, no, I feel that. Sorry, this is also kind of confusing. See, I don't get why these guys are selling. They're selling a map that I can buy for like 5 chaos for a divine. That's way too expensive. Right. I mean, I think they want people to actually buy it. I just think they want to get bank on it, bro. I'm trying to see if there's a way to like make it so that I can make sure they have multiple, because I don't want to go somewhere and then only buy one and then have to keep jumping between different places. That's why I want to do the bulk. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Can I make it buyout only? Hello? Oh, there we go. That's where it is. Okay, let's try this. Baltaz has multiple. Okay, we're going to him and buying like as many of them as he has. You ready for this? Oh, baby.
Oh, take backs.
There we go. These are juiced. Uh-oh. No, I can't run this map.
The Marilyn is ready to... I'll let you know.
Okay, I should go try out Call of Duty, but I really want to test out one of these, because these are like tier 16.5 is what I heard. So it's like essentially what I've been running, but like slightly
Lose
harder.
yourself within this thread and I cannot help you.
There's
Leave
what the
now.
hell? There's tier 17 maps, which are the hardest, but these are like apparently in between them. But they are more worth to run these than to farm the other ones. Like it's what these drop compared to what the other ones drop. It's more worth to just farm these ones, the 16.5s or something like that. So This is my first time running one, and it's a little hectic. What is happening? Oh my god. I'm so confused. There's so much going on. Oh, there's stuff down here. There we go. Jeez, I don't even want to open this. I don't even want to open this. Where is this gold? This gold's all the way up there? Jesus. Yeah, that was a little bit of stuff going on. That felt scary. These fully juiced maps are gonna be scary, it seems like. But anything for the loot. Ow. Ow. I gotta watch out when they start, like, spawning and doing that. Oh, move. Aha, this will hurt. This is gonna be scary. Oh, holy crap. Hurry up. Oh. It's a fortress. This game doesn't want me to get off, bro. How's my inventory looking? It's fine! I gotta get out of that. I'm gonna die. I didn't realize that spawned there and it just started beaming me. Holy crap. These things are so annoying. Like, in honesty, too, I'm not a huge fan of this league. I'm just having a lot of fun with Path of Exile. I'm not a fan of the, like, this breach. I much prefer the old breach and Path of Exile 2's breach because it's still in the game somewhat, but you don't have to run all these waves and, like, there's not these hives and whatnot. It's like, these just are super annoying. Because, like, it's whatever. Like, running the waves realistically doesn't take forever, but it does take a while. And they're not all that fun when it's just doing the same shit over and over and over again, when you're just running from point A to point B and making sure that, or running around making sure that this person doesn't get hit. This is not that fun. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't enjoy these, like, waves. They get really repetitive to me. That and, like, when you juice the maps out like I am, it's really hard to avoid having her get hit. Like, I haven't failed one since campaign, and I have a feeling I might fail this one if I don't get anything else to heal her. But I don't like to use the heals until I have to. But I'm struggling right now. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. I just honestly I feel like these take too much time than they're worth it. Because it's like if you're lucky on the, and like you're right, I could not do it. Because if you're unlucky on the what these give, because these give things called womb gifts, and then with the graft blood that these also give, you can use the womb gifts and turn them into either currency or items or whatever. But if you're unlucky from the tree, you could just get nothing from it. And so you could be running these to get nothing, where you could be running other things and actually get stuff from it. So it's like, I don't know, I'm tempted to just stop doing these. Because I've yet to get really anything from it. There's a chance on, like, the reason why it's good, or quote-unquote good, is because it, the tree has a one of the womb gifts can drop currency, and then there's a point on the tree that essentially makes it that when you get currency out of the tree, you can sometimes get a full stack of currency. And so if you get a divine orb out of it, there's a chance you could get 20 divine orbs out of it. Or you could get a mirror of Calandra, which is the most expensive item in the game, and then you could get 20 of those. So it's like there's people online who have already gotten, like, off of one item, they've, holy crap, off of one item, they basically, like, gotten every single best piece of gear that they can. And then there's people like me who I've yet to get anything really out of anything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all about RNG though. I saw someone who dropped a mirror of Calandra in Act 6, and then there's people like me who like won't even see a mirror the entire game sometimes. It's like that's what's crazy, is it's all RNG. Am I on the wrong one? There's no way. No, I'm not. Okay, so I'm just getting lucky. I hope I don't die to this boss. I've not done a tier 16.5 map. That was easy. Damn. Oh, I want to. I so badly want to. I love these ultimatums. I think they're so much fun. I'm tempted to spec into these as well. I just don't think they're good for me. Or I don't think... Yeah, I don't think that my build's very good for them. But I enjoy playing them, so it's like, maybe I should try them because I enjoy it. Oh. Ow, that was so loud. Never mind. That was so loud. That just, like, dinged me, and then he goes, nah, I don't want it anymore. Ow, 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 let me back in. Ouch! What's happening? Something still dropped. Because that's what I'm saying is, it's like, I feel like I'd be able to, but I'd have to get lucky. I don't actually know what got me killed there. There's too much in this map. I don't like it. Stop it. I also don't think I was killing enough in there because I didn't have many flask charges because I wasn't killing. This is just insane, but it's so much fun. Oh! This bitch gonna kill me. I've got a dip. Just like a chip, bitch, I'm finna dip. That was scary. Why is my inventory full? What don't I want? Okay, respectfully, probably don't care about that or that. Oh, those are valid, though. Then I... Don't think I care about that. Then I can grab this. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam. Oh, except yeah, I need one more. Yeah, my inventory's full. God dang it. Did I accidentally hit the immune to physical damage? Because these guys are not taking hits. No, that's fair. I'm tired as well, bro.
Hello.
I just want to see how much this goes for. Okay, that's not bad.
I should raise my fees.
The it is interesting. My dad put that onto his streaming service, so I can watch it whenever I want to.
I'll make it happen. I'll put the word out. All in order. I'll let you know.
I mean, I showed him a little bit of it, and he was just like, I don't like the use of the N-word and all that stuff, but that's just my age playing into whatever. And I'm like, I mean, I'm not a fan of the use of it, obviously, but I mean, like, I think it's funny. But he wasn't really into it a whole lot, it seemed like.
I'll put the word out.
Yeah. It's something that I've never realized it too much because like I don't know, it's so prominent and prolific in music and whatnot nowadays that it's just like I hear it and it's just like okay, whatever. Um,
All
but I
in
completely
order.
get that for a lot of people it's not that's not normal.
I'll put the word out. All in order. I'll let you know.
I kind of want to gamble on something, but it's like most of the time it's not worth it.
Release what's broken. What are we shipping?
That's fair. I just think it's I mean when I watched it, it seemed like similar to like the abridged type shows, so I'll probably not take it too seriously because that's the thing is like when I think about it from the standpoint that it's a show, like I might be like, damn, okay, but like when I try to watch it like as a funny thing, like, I probably won't take it too seriously, and I'll probably have a easier time watching it.
I'll put the word out. All in order. Let you know.
But a gamble. Okay. Who's rich? Ah. Yeah, I don't really keep up with a whole lot of it. I just kind of, I see clips of Asmon and whatnot, and he's, sucks to say this, but he's kind of where I get most of my news, worldly news from. Damn, okay, interesting.
Business, business. I'll put the word out.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try out Call of Duty. Hopefully it'll actually work on Xbox app. Not too sure it will because it's Call of Duty. But it's also really late. I want to go to sleep. I was not meaning to play that long. Excuse me. Why is it on my... Okay, yeah, it just decided to boot up to a different monitor, bro. I can't even skip this. This is so loud. This thing is so loud and I can't change the settings until I log in. And I don't know my password or anything like that. Thank you. And now it has to up or restart too. This is so annoying. Please, I swear, dude, if it doesn't go to my main monitor, I'm gonna be so upset. It's not going to my second monitor. I'm so sorry for what you're about to hear. And for what I'm about to hear. Okay, I can skip through. Part of it. It's updating. Hurry up, please. Please hurry up. Oh, yeah. Honestly, it's giving World of Warcraft, like Burning Crusade music. There we go. Now it's on the good monitor. Okay. Okay, before I start this, I'm going to use the restroom and turn off the lights in my house so that I can just go to sleep after this. I'll be back in like a few seconds.
This video is triggered to play upon my assassination. For this DA, you know how to proceed. My death will be a light upon ubiquitous darkness.
Raul Menendez's final words, spoken a decade ago, ignited global unrest and political upheaval on an unprecedented scale. The Cortes DA riots left trillions in damage and casualties worldwide. Governments resorted to controversial, often brutal, ruthless measures to restore order. The chaos emboldened rival nations, fueling a new era of global instability. And now, as the 10th anniversary of the uprisings approaches, a new video apparently from the former leader of Cordis DA, has surfaced.
My name is Raul Menendez, and as you can see, I'm alive and well. 2025 was just the beginning, a necessary first step. In 3 days, we shall celebrate it by taking the second. And to governments, repressing the wills of their people, I say,
Okay, I'm back. I didn't
your
realize that
streets
this was
shall
a...
once again run red.
I didn't know something was going
with
on.
your
That's
blood.
embarrassing.
Once again.
But speaking of Final Fantasy, like we were talking about earlier, I just got a notification. Final Fantasy, it seems like a lot of the Final Fantasy games are on sale right now. On Steam, so that's pretty neat. Sweet, I still have this stuff from her from Black Ops 6. Okay. I'm not doing online, hang on. I'm gonna skip it for now. I'll watch it tomorrow, I'm sure. I just want to play. I just want to play, bro. Like, I'm trying to see... Let me see what graphics I got. I'm trying to see high texture. Dude, it's not even halfway through. I'm on high graphics, ultra graphics, and my PC's like, yeah, I could still handle more. Yeah, that's fair. Rebirth and Integrate, or whatever they're called, are both on sale as well.
Mind your step out there. This place don't suffer fools. And neither do I.
Oh, I forgot that that's that.
How long has that guy been here? That kind of hanging judge fund.
Perfection, same quality item.
Oh, I forgot to change it to cursed mode.
Where their breath is even worse
Why do I
here.
get less for melee kill?
Throwing frag.
It's rare to find such spirited prey. Most of
Okay,
my
slide
quarry
canceling
don't
is
got
not a
much
thing, and that
chase
makes me
left.
upset.
Swear to God, he's gonna regret he ever met me.
I also don't know this map at all, but I mean, gameplay-wise, that's pretty good. My aim is still as crap as it ever has been.
Up to into next week.
It's pretty, that's for sure. This map is pretty. So I've got the last zombie right here.
I was just as mean to your cousins back home.
I didn't actually mean to kill him. Oh, isn't there...
Local call.
Ah, there's a wall
Thanks over
jumping.
the years. Serve, deliver, scourge, sovereign, purify, flame. It don't. Need a label. Go ahead and call me.
This game is so dookie, bro. Holy crap.
Gotta get my fun in now that I'm partially dead.
I play these games for the camos, bro. Like, straight up the reason that that zombies are so addicting to me. Oh, I missed. No way. Are the camos. I'm gonna do a no-scope on him, bro. What's my grenade button? Oh, I don't think I hit him. Oh, that was super close, too. I'm gonna get this, bro. Just you wait. That was nowhere close. I think I need to do something for this. Yeah, this feels much better. So, I just gotta... So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm back. And then 1 is crazy. Okay, I'm not trying anymore. I'm just gonna kill him. Anywho, the game's probably gonna be dookie, but oh, please tell me. I'm gonna be so... Dude, so, okay, I got a really cool, calling card during Black Ops 6, and I'm really hoping that since this game feels like Black Ops 6, it's gonna save.
Try not to mess up the place now.
No! My calling cards! No! Dude, I had like one of the coolest calling cards in the game. It had a really cool girl laying down with very little clothes on. But yeah, what I'm trying to show you, what I really like these games for. Oh, this isn't it. I didn't get high enough level. Well, I didn't get high enough level, so, I can't show you, but I'll still pull it up on, Google. I like to play Call of Duty for the mastery camos, which is essentially get kills with a certain gun, you start unlocking camos. You get all of those kill camos for a gun, you unlock a gold camo. You unlock all gold camos for a weapon class. You unlock platinum or diamond. And then you unlock platinum or diamond, whichever one it is, for all weapon classes. Then you get what's called the mastery camo. It was the first one was Dark Matter in Black Ops 3. And that's what started it, and they basically added one to each and every game. But this was the one I got in Black Ops 6. It was during a single use of the Aether Shroud with Void Sheath augments equipped to kill 3 zombies, 2 spectral zombies, and an elite zombie. So I basically just had to kill a bunch of things in one single go. But it's like, that was pretty cool. Like, come on. And then this is what it looks like for this game. This is the gold. I don't know what that is. That's a Warzone, okay. But this is the zombies one for Master Camo. This was... Maybe this is multiplayer. I don't know. But I really need to go to sleep. I'm really tired. You have a good night, man. I hope you sleep well. And I will talk to you later. Good night.